And this creates elo hell, right? Hello and welcome to the video. Before we begin, Riot Games employee has actually tweeted confirming that my theory about the elo system is actually correct. So what you're going to listen to is not just some empty speculations and theories, it has actually been proven to be fact. I thought it was important to include this little update in the video, and I hope you enjoy. So the concept of elo hell has been around for quite a bit of time now, and it means that you're unable to climb in League due to being placed with teammates who have IQs below room temperature, basically. This idea has been debunked many times. In short, if you are not the reason that your team loses, mathematically your win rate should be above 50%, because if you think about it, your team has 4 players that can ruin the game, excluding you, of course, while the enemy team has potentially 5 players that can ruin the game, so your win rate should be above 50% simply due to math, right? So if you play enough games, you're going to climb, simple. But what exactly is enough games? That is the question. Like, what does enough games mean? And with the implementation of the new rank system in Season 13, Riot has actually created a new type of elo hell. So let's jump into the mind of Riot Games and explain what is going on. You see, Riot had the great idea of increasing LP gains and losses so that people could climb faster, because the season is divided into 2 parts now, 2 ladder resets, if you will. And you're probably thinking to yourself, like, this sounds like a pretty good idea. I mean, if there's going to be 2 seasons now, or 2 parts to a season, the LP gains should be quicker, right? Of course, like, I mean, it is a good idea. But in typical Riot Games knuckle-dragging fashion, they have somehow managed to completely fuck it up. I, as many others, were victims of this fuck-up, this new elo hell, if you will. So as some of you are aware, I am a new player who is documenting his journey from bronze to mastering League of Legends. If you're interested in following my journey, you can find my link to my Twitch stream in the description down below. So my story begins with me being 1 game off of my platinum promotions, or at least I thought so, when I realized my LP gains have become an abysmal 18 LP, while losses were a staggering 30 LP. Now, some people will say your LP gains and losses are based off of your MMR, but I knew I had a really good win rate, so what was wrong with my MMR? So my theory is that the system, as it's designed currently, is very sloppy, and they have not tweaked it to adjust the gains of MMR to the gains of LP. So let me explain to you what's wrong with the new system and how it works. Basically, imagine Riot increases LP gains, okay? And we have the MMR ELO gains remain stagnant, right? So it's the same gains for MMR as it used to be in the past, but the LP gains have increased, okay? So now I have a graph, and you can see the LP gains. These are the new LP gains. They used to be something like this, right? These used to be somewhat old LP gains, right? And we have these new LP gains, which is this hard line. But the MMR gains have remained the same. So there's this huge discrepancy that appears between the LP that you have and the MMR that you have, because the system does not adjust the MMR fast enough. And this creates elo hell, right? The difference between the LP and the MMR is the new elo hell that Riot Games has created, because you're gonna start gaining so much less LP and losing so much more because the game wants to breach this gap, right? And the game wasn't programmed to breach the gap by increasing the MMR ELO gains, so it's going to decrease the LP gains. That is the problem. But I'm a man of science, so I knew I needed some proof, and I wanted to test the system, and after going down to gold 3-0 LP, I started tracking my games. I basically started tracking wins, losses, and I started tracking how much LP I gain, how much LP I lose. And after 80 games, I had a win rate of 60%, average LP gains of 20.5, and average losses of 28 LP per loss. Now, this is after 80 games, and it only slightly improved by about 1 LP after over 100 games. Now, if we do the math and we calculate this out, at this state, I would need a win rate of 58% in order to climb at all. right? Now, this is an incredibly high win rate for a player who is not smurfing, but just simply trying to improve at the game, and it makes absolutely no sense. This is a really bad system that Riot created, and is a very demotivating and unhealthy system. It seems that with the new changes, Riot Games has created a very slow MMR adjustment to meet new LP gains, and even though you gain more LP than before, your MMR does not increase proportionally. What that creates is a system where, for instance, if you were Master last season, you're going to very quickly reach Masters again. However, if you want to climb, you're going to have to put in the same amount of games you needed to do that in previous seasons. So this system absolutely does not serve players who are trying to reach new ranks and improve at the game. It basically made it incredibly frustrating, incredibly unsatisfying, and just demotivating and horrible to play. As you can imagine, this left a pretty bitter taste in my mouth. Someone on my stream mentioned that Riot Games said they will look to fix the problem in the future, whatever that means. So if you're in the same position as me, all I can do is recommend the thing I did, which is spamming a champion on which you have a ridiculously high win rate. For me, this was Kassadin with a whopping 64% win rate over 80 games. By spamming that champion, I managed to go on a win streak that led me from Gold 2 to Platinum 4 in just one session. And it also allowed me to gain my first ever pentakill. This has to be a minute. Like, come on. And that's why you wait for level 16 Kassadin. An alternative way to get over this problem, which is used by players like TF Blade, a man who makes an account on every server and reaches rank 1, is to just make a new account. It might sound ridiculous, but on his journey to rank 1, he actually gave up on a Grandmaster account because his LP gains were pretty bad, and what he decided is it's just better to start a completely new account and grind back up the Challenger than play this Grandmaster account, which is incredibly stupid. Not his decision, but the way the system is created. If you're one of the people stuck in this new ELO hell, sadly, you will have to play hundreds and thousands of games to try to get out. If you have any thoughts or you want to add a method that you use to climb, feel free to leave a comment down below. Let's start a discussion. Thank you for watching. You can catch my stream over at twitch.tv/nilnoir. The climb is still going strong, even though I'm gaining about 18 LP now. Maybe I'll make a new account, I don't know. Remember to like this video and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Sit down, son. 7 wins in a row, baby. For Platinum. Easy plat. Easy plat. Nice. Give it to me. Show me the promotion. Come on. I don't even know who to honor. I mean, bot lane was legit, actually. I kind of get it. Senna is an AD carry in and of herself. I guess I'll give it to this guy, maybe? No, these guys were good. Just give it to Chill, whatever. Oh, come on. The long-awaited Platinum. I knew what I needed to do, and that is play Kassadin in every single game. I just refused to do it. But there we go. Nice. Very nice.